Have there been times when I've talked to you about things? You talk to them, you find out ways to hit the system. But I've seen multiple black officers who are down here policing and having white people throwing rocks at them, and that's not okay. So the reason we started doing these peaceful protests was to change the narrative, to let people know that we can come together in unity. And with that being said, I'm going to bring up the first person. So this next person I'm going to bring up, many of you all know who he is. You may have positive or negative opinions about him, but he is a leader of this city, and he's trying to do what he can in this city. Now, I've seen how other cities have approached things. I watched a person in office pepper spray a group of people so that he could take a photo in front of a church. So I want you to know the person I'm bringing up right now, I'm personally not bringing him up for a photo op. I'm not bringing him up here so that we can take pictures and say that he came and talked to the crowd and that he can go hide back in his ivory tower. I'm bringing him up here so that he can have an accountable conversation with the community, and then that we can find out ways to move forward together. So that if there's something you don't like about him, don't do right now. Find ways to go to his office and say, this is the policy I want to change. Because it's easy to hide in a crowd and to do dumb stuff in a crowd. It's harder to actually do the work afterwards. So I would like you all to make some noise.
You all look good. Before I say my first words, I want to acknowledge a dear friend who has been fighting for this community for over 30 years. He was walking these streets before any of you, some of you were born, fighting for justice and freedom. He's here today. He's one of the greatest activists this city has ever seen. Y'all say hello to Albert Simmons. Mr. Albert. I want to thank you all for being here today. And I want to thank the organizers. Raise your hand if you're part of the organizing crew. These young brothers and sisters. They said, Mayor, we said we're not going to tear up our city. We want to march peacefully. We want to be successful. We want our voices heard. They are college graduates, they are college students, they are professionals and counselors and volunteers in the community. They have shown up because they care enough to be here just like you. Give them another round of applause. My message is brief. I know, to take a point from Quincy, it's easy to march. It's easy to talk. But the real success of this movement is when it's over. That you're willing to say, here am I. Send me. I'll show up in the room. I'll sit in planning sessions. We'll sit on Zoom. We'll figure this out. If we're all tired of talking, yes, it's time to get to work. It's time to get to work. And so this is a visual. I want you to just raise your right hand for a moment. There's a reason why we raise our right hand: in reverence, in respect, to submit. Because the Lord once said, for I, your Lord, will take your right hand and say, fear not, I will help you. And so every time you think about George Floyd, Raise your right hand. Every time you think about Philando Castile, raise your right hand. Every time you think about what can I do to make a difference, raise your right hand. Think about what you can do with God's help, with the elected officials who are prepared to make a difference. Raise your right hand. You can put it down now, and I'm going to leave you with this. Tonight, yes, we ought to thank our police officers for guiding us along that brave path. Thank you to the police department. Thank you, Chief Payson, for walking with us. Thank you, Director Murphy Robinson, for walking with us. Thank you, all the police, for keeping us safe. Now, we know we have men and women who make mistakes, but they don't represent the majority of our police department. We will continue to fight to do what's right. Hold each other accountable. You have my word. We got work to do. And guess what? I'm glad you're speaking back, because these are not easy conversations. But guess what? We will stand and we will say, yes, Black Lives Matter in every conversation for safety in this community. But we've got to believe and trust in everyone and each other. That Black Lives Matter, that Latino lives matter, that Asian lives matter, that women matter. Every one of us matter. And until we sit down and we're raw and honest about our own biases, we'll never make a difference. I'm proud to stand with you today. Chief Payson was proud to stand with you. And we'll continue to stand with you. But the key is we got to have those honest, real conversations about the changes we need to see in our community. Right? Right?